Welcome back to The Grind. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Atlas events and how I manage resources in Atlas in order to continually earn more diamonds, yet still score high in Atlas events. And I do this consistently and continually. I've been earning more and more diamonds. So we'll start with the gear crafting event. This is the easiest one, but perhaps one of the more difficult ones if you do not have a lot of crafting shards. Now, basically, you just have to craft gear or level up gear. I recommend leveling gear during this event because you can earn more points because you use more shards to level up than you do to craft gear. This was after queuing up 3 pieces of gear to level for the start of this event, and I made it all the way down to that tier prize and earned a bunch of diamonds. And then I continued leveling gear, and by the end of the event I went from 101,000 to 124,000 diamonds. And I was able to complete the entire branch to the 520k milestone. This does require having a lot of crafting shards, so that may take you time to build up. The troop training event is one of the most important events in Atlas to do well in, because troops are the main currency in Atlas essentially. And if you don't have troops, you can't earn glory, and therefore you can't get any of the prizes in Atlas. So my initial focus was to earn diamonds so that I could do better during this event, because troops is the most important thing. Now keep in mind, I did have a bunch of bullhorns saved up at this point, so the diamonds that I spent during this event was just for gold. And essentially I didn't have any gold. I didn't really farm much this event, only a little bit. And I went all the way up to the 340,000 milestone, and I ended with just 2,000 less diamonds. So that was pretty beneficial for me. I got all the extra rewards and timers. Now this would have been different if I was spending diamonds on the bullhorns, but I would recommend still doing so because I feel like this is one of the best ways to spend your diamonds. The next event we'll talk about is the Primark or Rider Level Up event. This is also a challenging event for new players to Atlas, so don't be frustrated right away. Let it build, take your time. You earn points by leveling riders, Atlas riders, with the red shards and glory, as well as leveling up the Primarks in game. And you have to earn a bunch of glory to level these Primarks, as well as you have to spend a lot of gold to level these Primarks. So I started off with about 109,000 diamonds and close to 7 million gold. I then spent a bunch of diamonds to use to buy more gold, and overall my diamond count decreased by 17,000, but I earned all the timers and shards in this process and all those red rider shards to level up my Primark or to my riders as well. And especially without elite, this is one of the most expensive events because it takes a lot of gold to level your Primarks. And so I view my Atlas currency, my main currency, as diamonds rather than gold, because without elite, gold is very difficult to accumulate. And if I plan out appropriately, like in these events, I can earn diamonds quite efficiently and use them to spend to do better in the current Atlas event to earn me more 1-hour timers, shards, and earn back some diamonds to keep fueling this process. So those 3 events were back to back, and overall I started off at 101,000 diamonds. And by the end of it, after spending about 17,000 on the Primarks to level them, I ended with 106,000 diamonds, which is more than I started with. Plus, in the process, I got thousands of shards for crafting gear, and I gained many days of timers, which I only spent a little bit of to continue speeding up Primark leveling and stuff like that during these events. But I ended up with many days more of speed ups that I can now use for fortification event or to finish breeding a dragon and incubating a dragon that I can continue scoring well in breeding. So this is how I plan out my Atlas events, and I have found that I am still accumulating more and more diamonds, and it will slowly allow me to score higher and higher in events and have a little bit of extra buffer for reviving troops in Atlas when there's perhaps a crunch time. So I hope this video was helpful to help you understand Atlas events a little better, as well as how to manage your resources in order to increase the amount of prizes you can earn and set yourself up for future Atlas events. See you in the next video.